But yeah, guys, let's we're gonna do a little thing called recast. So if this movie came out now, the same movie, but choosing people to fill those roles, even though it's the same movie, but with modern actors. I'm only doing Burt, Frank, Ernie, Trash, Freddy, and Tina.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thought
Cool.
I
Let's
thought
just
it was
roll with that then.
let's just roll with that. So
Okay.
let's start with Tina. Who do you got? Who was your recast for Tina?
So I had to put one of my crushes in there. I recast Tina as Florence Pugh.
Good one.
I just
That's good. That's a
I
good
love
one.
her as a performer, and I'm like, screw it, let's just go for whoever we can here.
Okay,
Yeah, I
cool.
think she'd be great as Tina.
So for Tina, I picked McKenna Grace.
Isn't she
She's
going to be in the new Scream movie?
maybe, but I know her from Haunting of Hill House. She played
The
Judy
new.
Warren in Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah. Oh, she's in Young Sheldon. Okay. So I don't think I've ever seen her in anything, but she is massive. Yeah, she's a big time. Wow, she's
um,
only 19 years old. Holy cow.
oh yeah, I'll go with Freddy. So with Freddy, he was the hardest. I didn't know who to pick, and I went and saw Last Rites,
Mm-hmm.
and an actor named of Ben Hardy. I don't know if you know him, but he plays Judy's boyfriend in it.
Yeah, he's got a good look. Oh, he was in one of the newer X-Men movies. He plays Angel. Okay. He was in
Yes,
X-Men Apocalypse. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So I chose him for Freddy.
All right. I chose this guy, Richard Harmon, who played, I think his name is Eric in Final Destination Bloodlines, like the funny character. Did you see
In it?
Bloodlines? Have you seen
No,
that
but
one?
I'm gonna look at a picture of the guy.
So he
Um,
kind of has a little bit of a Bam Margera meets Kyle
yeah,
Gallner kind of look.
yeah. I see that. Yeah.
But it's not even so much the look. It really is like his character. Like he's really charming and hilarious in Bloodlines. So I think like to put him in that role of Freddy to be able to kind of like bounce off the other performers. There's a little bit of a like a rat-a-tat kind of rhythm to some of the dialogue and everything here in this movie. So I'm like, I need somebody that can sort of like pull off a little bit of the funny stuff as well. And somebody that's some eye candy for the ladies. And I know that like this guy drove all the ladies wild when Bloodlines came out. So there you go. There you go, ladies. Don't say I never did anything for you, you know. But yeah, he's man, if you ever get the chance, whenever you see Bloodlines, it is worth it. It's easily one of the best Final Destination movies, like easily. So
I have a feeling we're gonna have the same person for Trash. This woman just stuck out to me. As soon as I thought of Trash, I thought of this actress. Like it's her, right? And I went with Mia Goth. I think
oh wow. Yeah.
I think she would be the perfect Trash, and I think she would do all that stuff in this movie that'd be asked
That
of her.
is yeah, that's ambitious going
So
for her. I like it. I like it.
yeah, think of her in that costume.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
In
I think
fact, I even think she'd take the character and make it her own and make it and do something really, really cool with it. So I went with Mia Goth.
yeah, I mean, if you had a star like her, she would probably be an even bigger part of the movie because really Trash doesn't have like much dialogue, even though she's got a really big presence in the film. Yeah. That's a good one right there. I don't have the same person.
Oh, cool.
But now I wish that I picked Mia Goth. So mine is so it's another crush of mine, but I like when I close my eyes and I think of like a modern actress that could like pull off the attitude and like the punk rock thing. The first name that popped in my head was Sophie Thatcher. I think she's phenomenal in Heretic. It was one of the best horror movies from last year, I think. And she's
I
got like
loved
this
her.
kind of yeah, she's got this wild kind of hair. She's got this different kind of look. I don't know. I think she is one of the most like
Yeah.
uniquely beautiful actresses I've ever seen. And I don't know if she'd be down to do all this stuff. I know Mia Goth would be like totally okay with like getting butt ass naked and like running around. I don't know how Sophie feels about that. But I think like, you know, if you could just have, you know, all the actors do all the things you want from this film, like I think that Sophie could really like capture that kind of punky, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude with
Well,
a
look,
character like
I
Trash.
love the Heretic too, and I'm looking at her now, and it's in her eyes. I can see it. I can
Yeah,
see it. She's got that. She does have that look. For sure. Just looking
she
at some
is.
of her pictures here.
You
Yeah.
know, for me, it's so rare that I ever like get like crushes on actresses. Like when I was a kid, it was like Renee Russo from like Get Shorty. I had a big old crush
Yeah.
on her. And then like, Rachel Lee Cook, I always thought was really cute. You know, she's all that, and Josie and the Pussycats. But man, this year, maybe it's going through my divorce. Maybe it unlocked something like Florence Pugh and Sophie Thatcher. I'm just like, ah.
Yeah. Florence Pugh's, that was a good choice too. Mika and Kira, I could see Mia Goth in that role. Yeah, I totally thought of her. Like,
Yeah.
and I thought I'd struggle with Trash.
She would be the lead. If you put Mia Goth in there, like Trash really would be like the lead of that group, It'd be interesting.
For sure. They say we still have a crush on Renee Russo. Love her.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've dug older chicks ever since I was a kid. I was like, oh my goodness.
With the three main guys here, they're pretty big actors I chose. These were
okay.
I didn't choose character actors. So I'll start with Ernie, and the first guy that popped into my mind was Jeff Goldblum with those really bugly wide fucking eyes. Him sitting there going, "Get it off, get it off." You know what I mean?
That's great.
I think he would. I think and I think he'll play off the other actors well.
That's really good. That's really good.
So I went with Jeff Goldblum as Ernie.
Yeah, he'd be great. Yeah, he's got that look. I was trying to think, because I was like, I want to find somebody that kind of looks like this guy. So at first I was thinking, I was like, ooh, Terry Kaiser has a similar kind of look to this guy. He was Ernie or he was Bernie in Weekend at Bernie's. He's Bad News Cruise from the New Blood. He's really old though. Like he was born in 1939. So I'm like, okay, he's pretty up there. I think he would be great in the role. And then I was like, I was like, maybe I can do a little bit of a swap thing here. Who would be a good, I was like, I want to get another actress in here whose performances I really enjoy, and who would be a good fit for this role of Ernie, or I guess you could rename them like Ernestine or whatever the heck you want to call them. I think I would like to see Julia Garner in this role. Actually, I'm going to go like a little younger. I don't know why. I just think she's great. I think she's particularly really good in horror films, even when she's not in the best horror films. So I'm shaking it up a little bit here. I am gonna do a gender swap.
Yeah, she was in the Wolfman.
Yeah, it's a pretty big shakeup, but I'm thinking if we remade this in 2025, you might want to like shake some stuff up. Like I had Tyreek Withers from Him, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like I had him cast as Suicide.
Okay.
Like that kind of, so I was like, how can we shake some things up? I love Julia Garner. I think right now she's my favorite working actress.
I could see that if you were going younger like that. Yeah.
When she's just got a little bit of that, like I could believe her as like scientist, mortician, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's neat. That's neat. We got some wild casting choices here.
But man, Jeff Goldblum, that's pretty on point right there.
All right. For Frank, I'm standing behind this one. And guys, just visualize it. This is a really seasoned actor. He's probably a little older. Well, not really, because James Cameron was pretty old during it. But just imagine Kevin Bacon as Frank telling the story, playing off the other two. Yeah. Playing off of Jeff Goldblum. I think Kevin Bacon would, I don't know. I think he could really do a wacky role like this.
I'll take Kevin Bacon in any horror movie.
There you go.
I love him so much as a performer. I could have used even more of him in Maxine. I loved his performance there, and I really enjoyed that movie. And then did you see the new Toxic Avenger film?
No.
That movie was a lot of fun, and he is really good in that one too. It's just cool to see him in something that wacky.
Well, just him telling that story, I could see Kevin Bacon go, just doing all that. Have you ever seen that movie, Night of the?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
It would be in his own way though. Like he'd be in his own way. And
Oh,
he's
he's so
pretty
good.
seasoned now. He's pretty
Yes.
seasoned now, and I think
I'm
he could do
so
all the I think he could do the we're gonna call the boss.
yeah. I'm so happy he came back to horror. I guess maybe he never even really left because I know he did like Hollow Man back in like what was that, late 90s or whatever. But just to see him, now that he's been in like a few of these, I'm like, all right, like I love seeing Kevin Bacon. Like, it's kind of like Ethan Hawke coming on over to horror within the last like 15 years. It's been really cool to see. So for Frank, I've got another seasoned actor, an actor that has professed his love for horror, although he's never really been in horror films. So he's a big like Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan and all that. And for Frank, I'm gonna cast Paul Giamatti.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, that's better than mine, man. I kind of went off the looks of it. I didn't follow the
Sure.
looks. That's
No,
yeah, he'd do it.
I want a little bit. I feel like Paul Giamatti could play like the nervous excitement and then the nervous like anxiety, like the excitement of teaching the new person, and then also the full on freak out. Oh Jesus, just all of that stuff. And even like you're saying with telling that story, like I'm like, I could see, Giamatti just, I want to see Giamatti in a horror film so bad. Like if I could cast like a Halloween reboot, I would have him play Loomis. Like I think Giamatti would be an incredible Dr. Loomis.
Yeah, you're probably right, man. He's a quirky actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very quirky actor. So yeah, you got me on that one, man. I think yours is much better there, for sure. All right, for Burt, I went with a bit more intensity for Burt.
All right.
Another guy who's a fantastic actor. I went with Bryan Cranston as Burt.
Oh, damn. That's really good. Yeah.
Like coming in and going, "You idiot! You did what?" Just bringing that freaking intensity, and he could gather everyone.
You need that.
You're gonna listen to the man. He's got that leadership quality to him.
That's a great cast.
I'm gonna knock that fucking block off of this.
Yeah, he's got to have a little bit more of he's got to have like that assertive dominance over Frank, and much more like cool, calm, collected. Like he's already got a plan, even though this is something no one's ever lived through.
Yeah. And also I think he could work comedy really well too. He's done comedy too, and I think he'd play off my pick for Frank, Kevin Bacon. I think they would play off each other. I think kind of really well if you Kevin Bacon did the comedic stuff, the physical stuff. They're both seasoned actors, right? I went with more seasoned people as the trio here.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. That's what I was thinking. Even with like Florence Pugh as Tina, I'm like, well, maybe Tina can shine since Florence Pugh is such a badass. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. So my Burt. So I have Kevin Bacon, believe it or not. That's who I picked as Burt. So we both have Kevin Bacon in here. And for roles. The same kind of reason you said with Bryan Cranston. Like I think that Kevin Bacon could, like, I can see him in that members only jacket, wearing the glasses, like giving Paul Giamatti the business. Like those two roles are you really have to have that tandem there. And then even like I could even see him having a totally different dynamic with, if we have Julia Garner as like the mortician, maybe a little bit of a different dynamic. There with that relationship. So just add like another layer there. So yeah, because I was like, I love Kevin Bacon in horror movies. How can I get him in here? I could just totally see him coming in and being the asshole and taking charge.
That's good. I like that. I said, well, that's kind of funny that Kevin Bacon, we've chosen for two different roles. That's kind of funny.
Kevin, when you see this video, just let us know in the comments what you think and which role you'd rather play.
Yeah. And also, guys, let us know who was casting. Do you like?
Yeah. Or do your own fan casting.
Yeah. I'd like to hear all of your fan casting.